What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check out. 390. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Monday. Slip. I got it.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check out.
Out of the gun, Luck. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
11B. You got tight right there.
From the gun, here's Love. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Set up. 8, read. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Switch. Get it.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
And it's 3rd down.
Check out. 90. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hey, check. Check Mike 54. Go. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on third down. Love. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Love. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Yep. We got 25 to make. Here we go. Shoot.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, we got 6-6, bullet high. Bam, bam. Watch the shit. Check. Hustle. Check. Check the. Look, squeeze. 49, check 49. Time. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Love. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike by 4. Set the tone. Hey, box drop.
Now it's Locke. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Right there. Ready. I got you. Check. Crunch.
They'll run here with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 25. Check. Brown right. Hey, turn it up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And gets a sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double.
We got 25 to Mike. You got
Topper!
check 26, check 26.
5.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick up the ball. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
57. Mike, 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shift.
And an alley to run. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Luck now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
One day. Hello, 3. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Let's go, man. They turn over. Get that ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 12. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
What we got? Monday. Right, 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Run. Go ahead.
No. Watch the eye. Shoot. Big ass.
11Z.
Check. Go back. We got motion.
Again, Luck. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. The final shot before the break. Lock. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie from Vandy, J1 Williams, with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's got
a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Greystone, Travis. Hard.
On first down, Jones. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This one caught by Crowder. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 12. Danny. 54.
Hey, check.
Watch 54. Army. Check.
They snap it to Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan State. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, Team 6.
Don't get nervous.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Bravo.
25 to Mike. We're going.
Gone.
It's a party now. Switch. No.
Rock it. Get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there of 22.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 22.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
218, chopper. Yo, go.
Oh, shit, man. Me. I got this.
Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31, check 31.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Showing it, showing it.
General West. Hey, lock it. 5.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alec Ogletree. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Protein spill.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Rams take over. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Locke now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's got White here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st down, it's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Locke is sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check. Hey, alert 3. Check 4.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check. Watch 54. Oh, hey, Charlie.
Right there. Right. 54, Mike.
Tighten up.
On 4th down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Leo. 6'6", bullet high. Look at me. Door.
Shim.
Yes.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
You're out.
Check. Shim.
Now Jones going to throw again. This one caught by Isabella. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a first down throw. Lock. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Throwing again is Locke. That's going to be caught by Richardson and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Luck throwing again. Complete. Richardson has it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 11B. 54's Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for L.A., they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.